Hey everybody, this is Matt. This is part 3 of my Guild Wars 2 Spring Quarterly Patch analysis. And in this video, I'm just going to give my overall thoughts about the Heart of Thorns maps, and the good stuff, the bad stuff, and how I'm feeling about the game after the release of the patch. Overall, I had some thoughts, good thoughts and bad thoughts about the maps in general. Some good thoughts. Joining a squad from Group Finder is so much simpler and better than it used to be. I remember, when the maps first came out, you would throw up the group finder and you'd have to look through all the different things because you would find dungeon runs next to fractals, next to, the Heart of Thorn map stuff, and it was just really hard to find, the right map and find a group playing that map. But with the new system was much nicer because now the group finder is split into the different maps. So I can bring up exactly Auric Basin or exactly Verdant Brink. And a lot of the times, if there's a squad, I can just join the squad right off the bat, right click on one of them and join them on that map if the map isn't full. And you gotta like the addition of the squads. Squads were not around when Heart of Thorns first came out. They were added a little while afterwards, but their implementation in the group finder I don't believe was added until a little bit after with that. And being able to join a squad just from group finder makes it so much easier. It's so much nicer. Another good thing, and I think I talked about this earlier, was there's a new type of reward bag you get during the meta. They're rewarded to you at different times during the meta, and they come with the map currency and a few different other rewards. And I really like these because even if it just gives you a few little of the map currency, it does add up over time when you get up 8 or 10 of those bags, and you suddenly get a big infusion of 30 or 40 currency all at the same time. It's a nice way to get the map currency without having to run around, open up chests with the respective keys. It's a nice addition and I really like it. For those that can't run around and open up the chests and don't have the time for that, they can just participate in the meta, get those bags, open up the bags, and get some currency. Another interesting change is that nodes of all the different chests can be purchased for your home instance. Before that we had the Allurium node that you could get for your home instance, but now you can get one for each of the different 4 map types, and it's kinda cool, but I think it's not really needed honestly, because so few people actually visit their home instance, and the nodes are so easily found within their respective maps now that, why would you visit your home instance just to open up one of the nodes when you could just go to the map and find 5 or 10 just scattered around all over the place? So while I think it's really cool for people that collect stuff for their home instance, for everybody else that doesn't really visit their home that much, I don't think it's that useful. But it's a cool addition. Now for my thoughts on some bad parts of the Heart of Thorn maps. I don't like the RNG of the chests. I don't like how you can get very few currency or you can get a ton of currency. But if you open up a bunch of chests with low currency, it feels like a waste of time. You get that 3 airship part, 3 airship part, 3 airship part, and you just get sad, I'd rather see a static single amount of currency you can get per chest. Find a nice medium there so that when you have 20 crowbars, you can say, okay, I can turn those 20 crowbars into 40 currency, guaranteed, So you can predict how much you will get better, and you won't feel like you're getting bad RNG at any point. Also, a new item you can collect in the Heart of Thorns maps are the reclaimed plates, and they're used for the Dragon Stand map to trade them in for certain weapons you need for collections and stuff. And the only way to get those reclaimed plates is to salvage reclaimed weapons that normally drop out of loot bags and stuff, and get the reclaimed plates from the reclaimed weapons. And the reclaimed weapons come in different rarities, green, blue, yellow, but it seems like the greens and the blues have absolutely zero chance to drop reclaimed plates. And that's how it was beforehand, and it was still afterwards. And they just seem like a waste of time. The rare reclaimed weapons seem to have a 100% chance of dropping a reclaimed plate, but they're so rare. You basically have to go to the auction house and buy them there. So, while they did add in a new hero chest which drops at the end of each of the metas, which you can choose to get a reclaimed plate from, a lot of the times when you need that map currency to buy collectibles, you're going to choose the option that gives you more of the map currency, and thus you won't be able to get those reclaimed plates. So I feel like they really need to add in a way to get those reclaimed plates easier. The blues and the greens, they need to have a higher chance of salvaging into the reclaimed plates, and the rares need to drop a little bit more often. Also, the daily NPCs you can challenge each day, depending on if you've raised your mastery high enough, the Mayadal, the Potani, and the Tarnished Trader, they need more reasons to defeat them daily. They have some collection items tied to defeating them. For those people that have already gotten all the collection items from them, there's no reason to go back and kill these guys. But for the people that do need to kill them, it can be hard to get up a few people together to kill them. So I think if they rewarded you with a Chak egg or reclaimed plate whenever you killed one of them, people would definitely want to try to kill them as often as they could once a day to get their chests. So I think that would be a good change if they could do that, and it would give players an extra way to get the Chak egg and the reclaimed plates with it, which they need to turn in to get the specialized weapons from those maps vendors. And the last bad part I kind of want to go about is, what's the point of buying keys now? If they drop in such abundance from the events, why buy them ever again? I just don't see the point of it. I don't think it was a good idea in the first place either, using map currency to buy keys so you can gamble and open up chests and hope of getting more map currency. It just seems like a bad, convoluted idea, and I don't see how it was implemented in the first place. So, for some final thoughts, I know I spent a lot more time talking about the bad things than the good things. It's easier to do that because I am fueled by my bad feelings towards them, while it's easy to take good things for granted. The Spring Quarterly patch helped Heart of Thorns maps so much. I feel much better rewarded in the 3 out of the 4 maps. Those maps were always fun to play. I never didn't have fun. But I always felt like the rewards were so meager that it would take me so long to get all the currencies I needed to unlock the collectibles for collections. Now I don't worry as much, and I feel to a certain point ArenaNet was too gracious. I almost seem to have more map keys than I have the time to go around and use them. And that is a great feeling. When every event awards me so handsomely, I want to keep playing it over and over again. And I want to go back to those maps, even after getting all the collectibles, so I can work on obtaining each map's different armor and weapon skins. So good job ArenaNet adjusting the Heart of Thorns PvE maps. If they can adjust Dragon Stand in a similar fashion and bring it in line with the other 3 maps, reward wise and the amount of keys you can get, these maps will be some of the best maps in the game. And I'm just throwing this in at the very end, but I really was worried about this patch. I was really burnt out on the Heart of Thorns content. I wasn't sure if this patch was going to be the patch that would fix everything I wanted it to fix, and it would get me back in the game. And ArenaNet nailed it. Yeah, they didn't fix everything I really wanted them to fix, but they improved so many things on the PvE maps that it really has inspired me to get back in the game. This patch gives me so much faith for the future of the game. Thank you so much ArenaNet for this patch. It was an amazing patch, and I can't wait to see what comes out in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I know it was 3 videos, really lengthy videos, but if you got through all 3 videos, then you are awesome in my book. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch these videos and to listen to my thoughts on these topics, and I hope you have a fantastic night and have fun in Guild Wars 2. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.